Hello everyone, today we are going to do Mega Man 5. For some reason on my channel, Mega Man 5 is not on the channel. So this is a regular playthrough instead of a redo of Mega Man 5. With that being said, Mega Man 5 is my favorite out of the Hexology that came out on the original NES. Love this the most out of all of them. I have my reasons. I don't have a good reason right now, but I have my reasons why this is my favorite. Anyway, just like the previous iterations, 8 robot masters except for the first game, you know, the first game had 6. But yeah. Mega Man 5 is my favorite one, and out of all of them, I enjoy this one the most. It's not because of the moves or anything, I just love the gameplay and how the game is. And it's pretty much one of the easier ones out of the 5. So that's a play. Only thing that sucks is certain areas make this game hard. We'll see when I get there. Now, new to this game are these letters down here. There's 8 letters that we have to collect, and they're throughout every Robot Master level. With that being said, collecting all 8 gives us another power-up that is very new to this game. But in order for us to get all 8, we have to find all 8. So let's do our best and make sure we get all 8 of those letters. First letter we see right here is the letter M. It's the first letter M. I am not doing these Robot Masters in order. Oh no, I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is doing them by difficulty. That being said, we're nearing the end of this level. And are about to face the boss. Now this boss is pretty much the easiest one out of all of them. How? Well, all you have to do is literally make sure you're to not collide with him. And avoid his little bullet he shoots out whenever he changes the position. Sometimes he basically makes it so you can dodge a bullet. So yeah, he's not that difficult. As you can see, I'm literally barely trying. Now you may be asking, who is weak to his move? His move is called Gravity Hold. The character / robot master that is weak to his move is coming up next. You got Gravity Hold. And the character that is weak to his move is Gyro Man. Yeah. As you can see, Gyro Man's level is based off of propellers and also, as you can see, little conveyor belts that take you up instead of down. Also, this level has a lot of blocks that will actually fall down after you step on them. So we have to make sure to be careful and not allow ourselves to lose a life due to being on one of the platforms for too long. That being said, we're now getting to that area where those platforms I was talking about are gonna appear. I love how that's an easy one up to get. I wish you would let me just jump. Anyway. Slowly maneuver our way on these platforms. Now climb on this. Oh, a silent one? Wow, I actually made it be silent for a second. I've never seen that happen. Soon as you pass this ladder, and this ladder right here, will be in the area that the platforms actually fall after we step on them. So be careful not to stand on one too long. Also, there will be a letter waiting for us right here. Grab it. Even though I was trying to jump before it, you know, caused me to die, but as long as you grab the letter, it's in your inventory. And since that A is the 4th letter, that means this was the 4th Robot Master. Because to get the letters are in order by the Robot Master numbers. And now we're on another conveyor belt that takes us up, or elevator in this, and that I'm being actually correct. As you can see, we have to make sure we do not touch any of those spikes. Jump up here, and I think this is the last screen before we get to the boss. I think it is. Yep. Pretty much the last screen. Now, as I said, his weakness is gravity hole. All we have to do is literally use all of it, basically. You have to make sure you use it like this, because if you use it too fast, well, you'll run out before he can actually be defeated by gravity hole. And now we got gyro attack and rush jet. Makes sense why we get rush jet from there, but now after that I don't remember who was weak to what. Ain't that fun? Now I know Waveman is highly effective against Starman. Crystal Man is highly effective against, I don't know. Stone Man is Charge Man. Charge Man is, I forgot. I literally forgot who was weak to what now. Alright, I think Napalm Man's move is weak to him. So it has to be Crystal Man. It has to be. Now the only thing that sucks about Crystal Man is his stage sucks. You'll see why I'm talking. Say that as I get to a certain spot. Whoever played this game knows what I'm talking about. Only that, but it's kind of difficult to actually get the letter in this level. Because whenever you get this letter, you'll be falling down. I love how these things don't have a real pattern. That's why it sucks. They don't have a real pattern. My next are live. They've been giving me lives like it's nothing to it. Now this is where it sucks, because they don't have a set pattern, and you're jumping up. You may accidentally hit a crystal while you're jumping. That crystal will cause you to die. I'm getting lucky right now, despite the fact that I'm telling you about this. We're only in the midway part of this stage. I like how these enemies are based off the enemies from Mega Man 4. And we finally see our first E-Tank. I don't know if it shows up, that letter shows up now. No, it was later in then. An M-Tank. This is the first game that introduces the M-Tank. How M-Tanks work are they replenish your health and also your weapon energy. So, if you are at the end of the game and you don't want to lose a life and you have one, you can only get one M-Tank. Keep that in mind. So, as long as you have one, you have the ability to refill your weapon energy. This is the last level since that was the letter V, which is the Roman numeral 5. Now that we have it, and just continue on and beat this stage. I think his weakness is gyro attack, but I'm not sure. I think it is. It is. And now we are done with his stage. Who is weak to Crystal Man? Well, we're about to find out. It's Napalm Man. That is who is weak to Crystal Man. Move. I think his move is called Crystal Ball. No, Crystal Eye. Alright. Napalm Man is weak to Crystal Man's move. Napalm Man's stage background, as you can see, looks like the jungles. And we're gonna be facing a lot of these tiger-like enemies in this game. So bear with these things, because they can hit us for a lot of health. As you can see, I might actually lose a life because of them. I don't think he can reach him. Yes, he can if he gets enough tries. Anyway. Come on. Do not let this thing hit you because it will actually kill you. So do not let this touch you. Just destroy it as you go. But I think they become a factor later on. There's a hidden wall over here. That's how you get to that E-Tank. And there will be a helicopter enemy coming up real soon after we get through these waterfalls. I don't wish to lose that life yet. When I get some health, that'd be great. I said health, not an extra life. Also, here's a good thing about Gravity Hole. Yeah, I can cause them to just get off screen. Just by pressing that. Did we get to the checkpoint? Of course not. Alright, we're back. Alright, let's see what Eddie gives us. An extra life, so we get the life back that we just lost. Alright, continuing to the right. New enemy to face. Only spot you can shoot him on is the head. Not hit his head well, as you can see. He takes no damage. Now he is the second to last enemy we face. Ain't that funny how if we were playing this in Robot Master Order, that means we wouldn't have his weakness. It's funny. To be fair, that applies to every Robot Master. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall on the spice, and I don't know how I did not get hit there, but I'll take it. I think this is the final stretch before you get to the end. Don't let these things hit you while you're trying to go further. don't need to lose a life needlessly. And as I said, he's weak to Crystal Man's move. Crystal Eye. What we have to do is try our best to not miss. Because the Crystal Eye can actually break into pieces. I love how some of those death spikes did not actually show up. But yes, Crystal Eye, if it hits the wall, it breaks into other little small pieces. I don't want that, because if I miss, I think I have to wait until it showed, see. But the good thing is, that didn't backfire since it directly hit him. The Robot Master that is weak to Napalm Man is Stone Man. That's who we're facing next. Napalm Bomb. Only thing I can say about Stone Man is his move sucks. His move sucks. Yeah. One of the less than stellar Mega Man moves. And no one will disagree with me. You'll see why when we get to Charge Man. So then you won't be seeing me use it. Now there is a hidden thing right here. If you destroy these two rocks, the letter G is here. That makes him the third character you're supposed to face if you were doing this chronological order. But obviously real not. As we get further into the levels, continuing on. At least we can get some health right here. Level up this ladder. Do your best to not lose too much health, even though we just got some health back. I love how these little rat/mouse enemies literally take more than one hit to just defeat. And also, as you can see, I think they changed his animation whenever he's on the ladder. And he's actually shooting at something. I know the hidden brick is here. Don't know what this one's for, but funny how this is here. What was supposed to be here? I'm curious. So there's nothing over here, so there was nothing to do over here. I guess it was just a trap. Continuing to the right. Making sure we do not lose a life like that. I think this is the level where it's you think that's kind of finicky to get to. On perfect timing. Is it this level or is it a different level? That's an extra life. I don't know how you're supposed to get to it. I really don't know how you get to that extra life. I don't know if you're using napalm bomb or not. I don't know. Unless there's a hidden brick or something down over there that I don't know about. I have no clue. Is there anything I should know? Wow. I forgot Rush Jet. It's not like Mega Man 3's. Oh. It is a hidden platform. Okay. You would think that they will make it a hidden hidden brick area instead of you having to find a empty, invisible wall. Now, this is the E-tank I was talking about. It's kind of finicky to get to because as soon as you get right here, you have to jump immediately. And the only way we can actually get to the right side of the screen is literally using Rush Jet, unless we reset the room. Okay, he's about to give us something else, and he gives us another life. Break these bricks right here. There's some extra life right here. Continue up. I think this is the last screen before you get to the boss. You already got the letter. I love how the letter is early in this level, and that's about it. Yep, we're at the end. Definitely at the end. Grab the napalm bomb and just do your best to destroy him. Good thing about this is he's not that difficult. The pattern is literally jumping up high and then doing that. Basically self-imploding. And now we're done. He's pretty much one of the easier robot masters in this game. And as I said, we're not using his move until we get to Charge Man, which is coming up next. We've got Power Stone. Yeah. Power Stone. Charge Man is based off of trains and conductors and whatnot. So that's why you see a train in the background. I love how I have the charge shot and I don't hear it, so. I think in this game, if you get hit, the charge shot resets. Yep, it does. I love how you're supposed to dodge that in like a split second time. An extra life. I like I haven't gotten a lot of them already. Another life. I think I maxed out on lives now. Definitely. Because it doesn't go past 9. Oh, that's good. Y'all giving me some extra life that I need. Give me some more? No, I didn't think so. Now, in one of the train sections, I think it's coming up on. I think it's this train. The letter will be in an elevated spot, and we need to use the rush coil just to be able to reach it. So. It's not, is it? It is this train. The letter A. Which means this is supposed to be the 6th one we deal with. Can you use Rush Coil or Rush Jet? Whatever suits you. I don't get the point of these spikes right here, but let's see. Ignore them and go right. Yep, another life. Not like I can go past 9 lives, so. These enemies only need 1 shot to destroy, even though you would think that it would be more concerned they're literally in a train, but yeah, 1 shot. And now we're done with the stage. And as I said, this boss's weakness is Power Stone. Which sucks every time you use it. Yeah. It takes forever to get off the screen because it's spinning around the screen. I can't just spam it. You literally have to wait for it to come completely off the screen. You ask me what's his secondary weakness, I don't know. But that's his primary weakness. Now, as I said, Wave Man is weak to Charge Man Smooth. You may be asking, what would they give you out of all of the moves that they could think of for Charge Man? You get the Charge Kick, which is basically a power slide. Yeah, there's not much to talk about. Well, I guess I was gonna take damage regardless, so. Alright, can we avoid this one and then get just a little bit of life and then go in this one? Even though we don't really need anything from this one. Especially since we got all the lives we can get. Continuing on. Be sure not to take too much damage, and this level's unique where you're riding on a little boat that has a gun on it. I love how that's trying to kill you as soon as you get on that screen. Can't get on that until it shows up, until it gets over here, because that thing down there will pop from the spikes, so you literally have to wait until you get right here. Jump on here, and then when we get to this screen, after this screen, he's just literally gonna walk automatically towards this little water thing. The letter appears during this sequence. So, you have to be careful to not miss the letter. Enemies will appear from behind you, so you have to be careful of that too. Right now we're waiting for the letter to show up, but the letter won't show up until like past the mini boss that's coming up. Is that another life that we got? This boss is a big octopus head that we have to shoot until it explodes. So. And as you can see, we can stay on the screen as long as we want, as long as we don't keep holding right. But as soon as you go far enough to the right, you can actually advance the game. As I said, the letter is coming up real soon. If I don't miss it, that is. There he is. Almost missed it. Because when you take damage, you can't jump. Almost missed it because we lost and about to take damage. Now, there's only one letter E. I love how the screen advanced to the right, despite the fact that I was already defeated. Alright. We're back to where we were before, and we're about to actually get to the boss as soon as we get off this. He automatically walks himself. I'm not doing that. And now we're back in control. This level is pretty short if you really think about it. And as I said, his weakness is charge kick. Literally, it activates even if I don't want it to be activated. As long as you slide, it will activate. I like how we still ended up beating him despite the fact that we got low. But yes, that's his weakness. There's gonna be another special weapon in this game that helps you platform. Dude, is he the one that gives this to us? We got Water Wave. Nope, it's Starman that gives it to us then. And obviously, Starman's weak to water. Yeah, is weak to Water Wave. Now, in Starman stage, as you can see, is reduced gravity, so platforming won't be an issue. It's just us making sure we don't get hit. That's gonna be an issue by spikes and whatnot, because spikes are gonna be in places where we may not want to be dealt with, as you can see above us right now. Not only that, but since we had got the letter E from Waveman, that means Waveman was supposed to be actually the second one in chronological order. But I really never faced him second. And now we're getting the last, you know, as long as I make the jump at the right time. Well, I'm jumping just low enough where it... I love how I was jumping just low enough where I didn't grab it. Now, because we got all 8 other character letters, we see that it makes this power named Beat show up. Beat is new to this game. This is his first ever appearance, and not only that, but he's going to be very pivotal when we get to the final boss. Because he basically makes the final boss obsolete. Trust me. So yeah. I don't have to face him, just jump over him. It's not mandatory. He's going to be annoying in a later level. In what instance is that thing a threat? It doesn't knock. Not like I don't have a big platform to darn jump over. And I'm in reduced gravity, so missing the jump is unlikely. Now, as I said, his weakness is water wave. Water wave goes through his shield. Yeah. The only issue with water wave, we literally have to be on the ground to use it. Yeah, we have to be on the ground to use it. Because we can't use it in the air. And now that we've beaten every Robot Master, it is time for us to face the later stages of this game. Star Crash and Super Arrow. I think this is the only time Super Arrow makes an appearance. But with that being said, it can be used to make it a lot easier to platform. We're heading right, up and right. One thing I can say now, every stage now will have some link to it, but not too lengthy. That one we can ignore. The one that jumped from above us, we can ignore. Yep, just use that. Really. They can't reach us, so. I love how I use gravity hold and then I fall again. Gravity hold only works because of the fact that these things literally take only one shot. And yeah. Rush foil. I hate that I have to literally jump off the screen just to be able to use them, but you know how that goes. You know, as I said, Super Arrow can be used to make it so you can platform better. There are certain areas where if you use Super Arrow, it basically makes the area no problem. This was one of those areas. It's basically a pseudo rush jet. Now we need Super Arrow just to be able to get up here. So they made a platform just high enough where you need it. I'm gonna need this replenishment for Gravity Hole. I love how that enemy just does enough to where I'm still alive. And we finally got some health. We're on the last screen before you get to the first boss of this area. We just have to face this thing and lose. At least we got a checkpoint right before. Wow, that's a good checkpoint. If you ask me what this thing is weak to, I don't know. I guess it's not in. I guess it's further in. Use rush yet. Yep. Use it as soon as you get here. As for here, I don't think you can. Finicky jump, but you can use rush core just to basically ignore that room. Now, how Super Arrow works is if you are literally on this arrow as it's going, it loses its energy as it goes. If you ask me what's the gimmick with these enemies, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Now we're gonna face a new boss we've never seen before. I don't know his weakness. I really don't. So I'm not gonna worry about his weakness. I'm just gonna attack it. One thing that sucks is, since we're in Mega Man 5, and every time you get hit and you have a charge shot. Oh god. That was close. But every time you get hit with a charge shot, well, you have to recharge it, and it sucks because you have to do that. Now we're in the second stage. Second stage is supposed to be more lengthy. I love how it said you're supposed to be going right, but we're going up. Not right. Which is still funny. Alright, continuing on. No need to lose your health needlessly. Just continue to the right. You have to get on these conveyor belts, because if you just fall straight down, yeah, spikes. So, beginner's trap. I remember that. Now do your best to not get hit by any of these as you're platforming. Even though I literally just got hit. Good thing is I didn't get hit hard. Now I advise you, stay on this ladder as these things shoot their crystals, because they can literally hit you for a lot of damage if you get hit by their crystals. So do not get hit by their crystals. Do not. And it's hurt. I think they put a new animation for whenever you're on the ladder and shooting, because after Mega Man 4 I think they changed it. I really think they changed it. I don't think I need anything to replenish. I'll screen it. Car shot. Everything I need to replenish is health. There's health. I love how I'm going to grab an E-Tank I probably won't even end up using. So that. Alright, fall straight down. Do not press any directions. Our lives counter are 7. I don't think you can make that jump without some help. Continuing to the right. I don't think they can shoot again after they shoot the first time, because I haven't yet to see them shoot twice. This help right here. I think we're in the last room before you get to the boss right here. Ow. 2 for 1 is always good. I think that's so is this thing is right here. And yep, we are at the boss. What is this one? This one with the gun? Oh, this is the one with the shield. Not that. This is your second weakness, so what's your first weakness? Not that, I already tried that. Oh, this is your weakness, okay. As you can see, his gimmick is literally to run towards you and hit you with the shield that he has against you. It was ineffective to the point where we didn't die from it. Next boss. The next boss, a long path. Probably won't even be that long. At least this path so far is going the right direction. Because the second one sure wasn't. Now, right now I can't use gravity hold because they aren't 1 HP. But if they were, I could. I wanted to jump there, you didn't let me jump, it sucks. I'm curious, do y'all get one shot by Power Stone? No, of course not. Don't even, wow. The sad part is, Power Stone is the most useful move against them. So you can actually reach them, because most of these moves aren't really vertical. It is what it is, though. Can't say I didn't try. Alright, jump when you have to, because if you don't, you'll get hit by those spikes. Avoid the spikes again. I love how there's this enemy that I could have completely avoided if I just continued right. I thought you could destroy his projectile. Despite this flaw with the Mega Buster, still my favorite game out of 6. Continue to the right, do not take any needless damage. So far, nothing to really talk about when it comes to the small little rooms. Now we're gonna head to the right. I have no clue as to what's coming up. Oh, it's this room. It's the room with the hidden block, with the with these blocks. Wonderful. Oh, that would have been a clutch save. But no, I think it's the checkpoint. Yep, the checkpoint's right outside of it. Yep, all we can do is just wait. Literally all we can do is wait. And now... Ignore him, because there's nothing we can do against him, because he takes too many hits to defeat. love how that thing was literally trying to get to us right before this thing unshielded itself. Unfortunately, there's no fast way to deal with these guys. I wish Napalm Bomb goes bypasses their field, but it doesn't. It's gonna damage boost, I guess. Now, the stealing feels like it's just too low where you can't slide under him, but you have to perfectly time it. I somehow perfectly timed the slide. And I like how we slightly outspeed these squares that are appearing. As long as we do not go too fast, we'll be fine. Now we're at the next boss. I think this is the one with the gun. If it's the one with the gun, I already know he's weak to Gyro Man. It is. Oh, he's not weak to Gyro Man. He's secondary weak. But it does enough damage where it doesn't matter to me if it's secondary or not. Now we're on the last or second to last one. Straight up, huh? Straight up. Yep, that's correct. It is straight up. All we have to do is literally break the path going above us. I like how we accidentally basically made ourselves self-implode. Mandatory that you break these. And I love how I did it again. So if you are at your starting point and you break those 3 blocks, you literally die if you don't move. Okay, nice to know. What killed me? Oh, the spikes. Spikes killed me there, and that makes no sense. I'm gonna do myself a favor right quick. I can literally do that. Alright. Go ahead. Moving on. Slide. And now we face this boss. He leaves you exactly with 1. And then you see the real Proto Man, and then this is exposed for what it really is. And we get the L tank, it gives us our life back. But it doesn't do anything else besides that. Now, if I remember correctly, I think he has a slight. Yep, he does have a weakness to beat. He has all of the all the Dark Man's moves combined. So literally, or just what we're supposed to do is literally avoid all 3 or all 4 of the things combined. You know, I don't need you for the last hit. And now we're done. You've done well, Megaman. I never expected you to defeat my powerful Darkman robot. Until now, I have managed to frame Proto-Man for my crimes. But now the real Proto-Man has appeared and spoiled my plan. Dr. Light is a captive in my lab. Come if you dare. Ha ha ha. And right before I go in, I have to give you my little eyebrow raise. And now we're in the final stretch of the game. I love how we're supposed to be going down. Do we start going down? Yes, we do. Get our E-tank that we just used. Oh boy. Beginner's traffic, you didn't know about that. That means hug the left side. That's what that means, hug the left side. Then it went from hug the left side to hug the right side. Love that. And as you can see, we don't get any replenishment from one castle area to the next. We literally are on a gauntlet mode. If I can defeat y'all, that'd be great. I love how I keep getting some extra lives. They're gonna make sure I don't get a game over in this game. Even though I have 3 lives left on that one area where I kept getting hit by the crush. The floor that crushes you. Technically I can just literally do that and then don't jump too high because you can accidentally hit the spike, so we don't want to do that. Oh, that's wonderful. I can use gravity hold to get rid of them, but man. Another rush coil moment. Well, how it's not how it used to be where he have that little spring. Instead, you have to actually jump on top of him. He actually brings you up there instead of you just jumping on top of him and him allowing you to get to higher spots. Alright. This is the room that can crush us. So be careful. I love how that didn't crush me, even though I risked that. At least they give you items, but they don't. Now I think you literally have to slide right there just to be able to get further. Guess you're gonna be how I get some health and stuff because it seems like they didn't want to give me any health up to this point. Love it. Love it. Is this our checkpoint? Nope, of course not. Why would it be? That would make too much sense. I rarely ever make that jump, so the fact that I made that is good. If I would have made that, I would like I'm on the jumping chair right now. And yes, every time we lose, we have to literally break these things. Nope. All right, we're back. All right, so let's make sure we do not allow that to happen again. Well, how they have not been giving me extra lives like they were giving me earlier. It's like they went dormant on me. Replenish that as best you can. It's gonna be useful later, trust me. I think this is the last stretch. It's been so long since, yep it is. It's been so long since I played this. Now, what's the boss here? Oh, you're weak to Crystal Man. I hate this boss because of how he works. You see, you have to shoot these platforms just to be able to attack the actual spot that's actually weak to Crystal Man. So yeah, it's not that difficult, it's just annoying. Because you see the platforms that you jump on can literally hurt you. It's a good thing that they can't instantly kill you though. One more shot, and of course. And we're done. I'm just glad it's not like Mega Man 2 where it keeps flickering every time you hit the boss. If you know what boss I'm talking about, it's that dragon boss. I had to literally make sure I didn't show any footage there because that's a seizure warning. And now we have an extremely long path. Let's see if it follows through. It is an extremely long path. I think this is the level that has the short path if you want to take it. I'm not sure. I say it's been a while since I played this game. Might be my favorite, but I don't play it that often. E-tanks galore. Also, this is the first Mega Man game where Rush Marine is out the game. So yeah. So we literally have to platform normally. There's nothing to help us out, making this a lot easier to get through. Continuing on. Now we're out of the water. Might be wrong about this level being that level where you get more split paths. But it's too early to find out, to know. None of them except for the first set gave me anything. That's fun. Oh my god. Come on. Please. I had a feeling. Don't know what it was gonna give me, but anyway. I'm not surprised this is the little chicken enemy. Oh. Nope, nope. I will reset that room and then do this. And it did nothing for me. If you want to know the fastest way to get rid of him, that's how. It takes 4 shots. If you didn't count. I just shoot too many because I don't feel like freaking counting. See? What's this boss? Is this the boss I think it is? It is. Alright. This is weak to Gyro Man. I don't even need to guess that. He's weak to Gyro Man. This is not a guess. As soon as I saw it was the boss I thought it was. I like he's weak to Gyro Man. Only thing that sucks is you can only attack him as these things are open. And now we are in the next boss. The next boss? What direction do we go? Is it the downward path? Straight to the right, of course. Straight to the right. Make up for that E-tank you just had me use, yep. This is the rematch area, okay. So that means Gravity Man should be first. If you ask me what he's weak to, I have no clue. I don't ever use his weakness, but I think, if we're being honest, Starman's weakness actually, now that I remember. Yes, you have to hug next to him just to be able to have his weakness, but he's so easy that you don't really need Starman. You literally don't. This is just so you want to make it easier on yourself, but at the same time, you have to hug him just to be able to beat him. Next, water Wave Man, who's weak to this freaking wacky freaking move. Still find he's weak to Charge Man, which means you are Stone Man, who's weak to Napalm Bomb, even though I used too many of them, even though I already know I have enough. I know I have enough to defeat you now. Unless I miss. Unless I miss. And then next would be whoever's in here. I think. Gyro Man. That's why I didn't use Gravity Hole. Easiest boss. It's funny how he has my favorite move, but he's the easiest boss to do to that. I love how y'all doors are next to each other, which proves that you're weak to this. As I said, it bypasses his star move. It even takes away the star move, which is funny. Bypasses it and ignores it. Best move out of the best move to block the shields ever. Crystal Man, you're weak to Gyro Man, which is funny since the boss before you was weak to it, very weak to it. After you, it is Napalm Man, I think. And Napalm Man is weak to Crystal Man, which is still funny that I literally... It's like they put all the bosses that are weak to each other next to each other, except for a few. Keep in mind, this game came out in 1992, which is the same year as Final Fantasy V and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. 92 had a lot of good games. And now we're dealing with Charge Man, which is has the worst move that is weak to in probably Mega Man history. I love how this game introduced two of the worst moves, but this one's worse. I'm literally doing it the legit way where I don't actually off-screen the move. Love it. How many lives I have left anyway? None. It's amazing how I had all them lives and kept getting lives after lives after lives, and now I don't have no lives. Find that funny. See, it's thinking miss too often. That's why I hate this move. It doesn't like to hit. You have to be dang near next to you, man, just to literally get him to get hit. Doesn't help that he's barely doing anything to dodge it. Somehow, some way, I didn't lose. I forgot what you're weak to. All I know is this is one of the easier Wily machines. Not that. Because literally all I have to do is wait till he comes to us. Not that. Guess I'll use regular shot since I don't know what he's weak to. Can't go to the far right side. Thank you. Make it a lot easier for me. Slowly but surely we will beat him. Just gotta wait until he comes all the way down. Or we can miss, that works too. Now we just wait for the light to see it. Comes down. There you go. Unfortunately, that's not the last boss, as you should know. He has a hidden area. This is somewhat follows the map. You do go a little bit to the right. There's nothing to the left, you literally have to go right. Continuing to the right. You see this big machine right here, you want to know what it's weak to? It's weak to this wonderful thing called the super arrow. Yeah, that's his weakness. That's why I didn't use any of the super arrows. I knew what it was weak to. It's kind of funny how I can remember all these weaknesses. Now, as for this boss, use beat. The M take takes forever to replenish everything. So that's why I didn't do anything besides that. This beat move will basically obsolete this boss. It's not that it's weak to it. He literally pinpoints to where he is next time. I got the E-tanks to survive, that's no issue. I love how he did 2 damage to him. Now if he misses, he starts going towards him. But he hasn't missed yet, so that's why he hasn't been doing that. See? This is what E-tanks are for. If you ask me what was his normal weakness, I couldn't tell you. Because every time I play Mega Man 5, I use beat. Every time. As you can see, he missed, and it costs us pure energy, but doesn't matter. We only need to hit him once. And then we're good. We're going to finish this with Gyro Man's move. And all we have to do now is just wait for this game to end. That is it. That's the end of Mega Man 5. I hope you enjoyed me finally finally beating this game, despite the fact that I swear I did it before. That being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hope you have a wonderful day or night. Goodbye. Most of all, take care and be safe.